Now, the final bit I'm going to teach you here that just links in with all of this is good debt and bad debt. Because people say refinancing. Not sure, I want to get more debt. I'm not sure about that, Aaron. I'm like, okay, so you've been brought up, have you, just like I was? You've been brought up as a saver. You believe that saving is good and debt is bad. Is that how you were brought up? And you say, yeah, that's how I was brought up. And I say, great. You need to thank your parents for that because that was great learning. But the challenge is you've been brought up as a saver. Savers think about things certain ways. Investors think about them differently. You say, what do you mean? I say, well, a saver thinks debt is bad. All debt is bad. They want to pay it down. An investor understands the difference. So what's an investor say? Well, an investor says there's good debt and bad debt. A bad debt is something you have to pay regardless of whether you use it or not. So if I have a mortgage on my house or you have a mortgage on your house and you go on a holiday for a couple of weeks, you've still got to pay the mortgage on your house. Even though you don't use it, that's a bad debt. If you've got a car loan, you don't even drive the car this week, you've still got to pay the car loan. That's a bad debt. Credit cards, bad debt. Overdrafts, bad debt. So what's a good debt? What's the definition of that? Well, here's the definition. Number one, somebody else pays for it, not you. In the property world, that is your tenant. And it's got a second definition. It makes you money on top. Write it down. Somebody else pays for it, not me, and it makes me money on top. I've got a question for you. If somebody else is paying for it, not you, and it makes you money on top, how much debt would you like? And I do this on my Zoom trainings, for example, and I get words like millions, or as much as possible, or an infinite amount. And that's the answer, isn't it? You'd like as much as you can possibly get, because someone else is paying for it, not you, and it makes you money on top. And if, and only if, you've bought to my other rules I shared with you, you'll never need to put another penny into them. And if, and only if, you buy to the rules that I've shared with you, you'll be buying on the right street, so you're getting all of the profit levers long term.